Alright, so we just got the panels bonded onto the car. They're all dried up, they're ready to go, sanded. So we're gonna get the car into the booth. We're gonna start the main process of the build, the paint process. Right, guys? Yeah, let's go get painting. It's gonna be great. Woohoo! Yeah, I love paint. I love paint. Hey, boys and girls. Pow! That was way louder than I thought it was gonna be. It actually kind of hurt my head. What are we doing right now? We're not about to paint the car because obviously we're missing a bunch of parts, and the color that this car is going, you can't spray it in separate pieces. So what we're doing right now is we've got some special sauce that I cooked up for this carbon, because if you ever look at carbon fiber parts, you ever notice they have a brownness to them? They don't look brown. Like when I say brown, I'm not talking like it looks like chocolate. Like in the paint world, we refer to like color tones. So like if something has more of a blue tone or more of a brown tone, or like it's like, you know, you could say like a gray color is more red, or it's more blue, it's more purple. So anyways, cleared raw carbon fiber always has a kind of a brownness to it. Because of the color that we're going with this car, to keep more of like a uniform look with that color palette, we're gonna do some stuff to this carbon to make it a little bit less brown, a little bit more towards the grayish, like cool gray kind of blue tone. That's what we're gonna do right now, and then we're gonna give it some more clear, because this car has been getting cleared left and right. The more clear we get on this body, the nicer and deeper it's gonna look. Fills in all those little kind of bumps and pores on the carbon.
So we are back working on the Sema Cuda, back on the door panels. So I think last time you saw the initial tracing out of the acrylic and doing this and that. But now we're mocking it up with the new carbon fiber insert. That's right here. If you look, we have the acrylic all in place, mocked up. We got an ambient light down here as well that replaces the factory one. And then what's cool about these, you could do a cool chase function like that. So originally this was a suede that was very poorly adhered to the backing. So we had these sent out, skinned in carbon fiber, which will replace the suede. And we think it'll look a lot better tying into the carbon fiber car stuff. Now we're on to the suede wrapping stage. We mentioned before that the lower half of the interior is all gonna be suede wrap, and the upper half is gonna keep the premium leather package that Dodge produces, and there's not that much premium stuff in there. So we're making it a little more premium. Right now I'm just doing the door panel pieces, so that way I can assemble the door panels with all the fancy new lights. So we just finished the suede wrapping, came out pretty sick. I tested the lights before, you'll see it though when the car's all together and, you know, show worthy. We're gonna assemble the car later this week and then you'll be able to see what it looks like put together with the center console, the headliner, the door panels, the other suede parts we wrapped, like under the dash, the side components. So I think in the last video you saw the factory suede we had on there, and it was just popping off, barely any glue. So we did away with that, went with the carbon to match the rest of the car, obviously. The lower half of the door pieces have been wrapped in suede. So this is wrapped, this piece is wrapped.
All right, so the last time you seen the car, it was getting all of its rounds of clear. So now is the portion of the video where we're gonna be revealing the color. Big color reveal. Who's your favorite uncle?
Your favorite uncle! Uncle Magic!
Pow! It's purple. So we got a custom 3-stage purple mixed up. So we're going on in the booth and we're gonna start spraying. So I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so something cool about the front end of this car. It's not going to be every single car. This is just our original that we're making out of aluminum. And but we're gonna in the future make them out of carbon with a mold. Anyways, this is the first one we're making out of aluminum, and it's got a bunch of really cool big CNC cut grill inserts. So it's let me count. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's technically like 10 CNC pieces for them being welded together with these aluminum sheets. But the 6 grill inserts are 6 like individual pieces that are going together. So it's pretty cool. It's like a multi-piece grill. Kind of almost reminds me a little bit of like the newer Grand Cherokees, how they have the inserts the same way. So yeah, anyways, we got some, we sent Chaz during one of his very strenuous 4-hour work days over to the CNC guy, and he got some video of some of this CNC cutting going down. So you're gonna make an edit of it? Yes? He's gonna make an edit of it. So if you want to see an edit of some big blocks of aluminum get cut down to smaller blocks of aluminum with more detail, then stay tuned, because it's coming right up in 3, 2, 1.
Week and a half, I would say, is going to be the Starlit headliner. So the customer who bought the Cuda had another charger made by Danny and the guys, and we put a Hellcat logo in it with just some surrounding stars. But the first step is to just clear the back of the headliner of anything that's in the way, like these blocks. These aren't really necessary. They're there, but they're not necessary. That way we can get a nice even spread of stars clear that. Then we're gonna trace this Hellcat logo on the back, which I use a projector for, if anyone was wondering how we do it. As you can see, we are almost done with the headliner for the Cuda. So here we went with 2 shooting stars, which fire at random. So at the end of the shooting star in real life, it burns up a bit because that's what the star does. It's like fire in the air and whatever. So towards the end of the shooting star, the LED color actually changes to a warmer white rather than a cooler white. So it emulates an actual shooting star. The second aspect is a logo, which you knew we were doing. But this time we added a little spice to it and did a flow to the logo. So that way, and it also can be a solid color and fade in and out of cool colors. 2 different zones, so this is controlled independently of this one. Shooting stars, like I said, are fire at random, but this is another thing that we just started doing. So we're on the final step, which is trimming it up. Obviously, I tested it. I always do this. I'm trimming it up as it's lit. I keep it lit for like all day, just so I can see if there's any problems that arise, this or that. And it's also cool to see it come to life as you're trimming it. But I'm gonna clip away now and make that nice flush. As you can hear, you don't even feel the fiber optics. That's the difference between a quality headliner and one that you get on like Facebook Marketplace that someone's advertising for like $300.
All right, so quick recap. But before we recap, do you like this shirt? And do you like Bob's? Well, you can buy one of these shirts online right now, and a portion of the proceeds will go to saving Bob's. So, killing 2 birds with 1 stone. So head over to shop612autoworks.com, link in the bio, get yourself one of these cool shirts, and help the community. Anyways, as you see, some stuff is on the car now. We're getting there. Car was kind of supposed to leave like end of today, tomorrow morning, but it's looking like it's gonna be end of tomorrow, potentially. But we're working. We got doors on, fenders on. Most of the nose is on, other than like the grill and stuff. A lot of the interior is in, besides like the door panels, really. Car is gonna go in the air a little later today or first thing in the morning. We're gonna do the exhaust, and we're gonna pull all the suspension. We're gonna be doing a Hotchkiss front and rear lowering spring kit, as well as Hotchkiss sway bars. That's where the car is gonna be. It's gonna be in the Hotchkiss booth, so obviously we gotta deck it out with some of the best Hotchkiss parts you can buy. So you're gonna see that in the next video. We're almost there. It was a late night last night. I am planning on hopefully not it being a late night tonight because I have something to do. But tomorrow's probably gonna be a late night. It is what it is. We will catch you guys in the next video.